What is going on, college basketball fans? Today we have our predictions, winner predictions, score predictions, against the spread predictions for the two champion classic games tonight. And I'm super hyped for these two games. The spread on both these games are super close. Both these games seem like they are going to be pretty good ones, and I'm very excited. Let me know down below in the comment section if you guys are hyped to watch these games and which teams you think are going to win in these two games. And yeah, guys, a ton more college basketball content coming, a lot coming this week and all college basketball season. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button, and yeah, guys, let's go. All right, we got our first game, and it is Kentucky versus Kansas. Two blue bloods in college basketball going at it head to head. And I'm not going to lie, right off the bat, I see the spread, -4.5 in favor of Kansas. Very surprised by that spread. I thought that it would be a little bit more. And as you can see by my score prediction, I have Kansas winning 79-67 and laying that 4.5 fairly easily. I think this is a game that I am definitely going to bet on tomorrow night. Well, I guess it will be tonight as you guys are watching this, but for me recording, it is tomorrow night's game. And I really like Kansas -4.5 to lay those points and get this W. And I just really like how they match up. And I'm going to break it all down here for you guys. I have them win by 12. I think they're going to be able to score a lot more points than Kentucky. I think that Kansas by far has the size advantage in this one. I just really don't know who is going to compete rebounding wise with Kansas. Not only Hunter Dickinson, who is going to be a beast on the glass, is probably going to have a double-double this game or close to it, but KJ Adams Jr. is also a beast on the boards and scoring down low. So I'm very concerned about the rebounding aspect of Kentucky. I mean, they have really good rebounding guards. I'm really liking the performance of their freshman guard, Rob Dillingham. I think that he is a great rebounding guard. I think Trey Mitchell is a good rebounding forward. I just don't know if they have the center size, the big men size to compete really with Kansas's front court. I think that aspect of the game, they're just going to dominate. I also like Kansas as far as facilitating. I mean, they have DeJon Harris Jr., who in my opinion right now, this season, is probably the best passer in college basketball. He is probably the most unselfish player in college basketball as well. I mean, if it is up to him, he would just not score the ball at all the whole game, and he would just facilitate the rock, have like 12, 15 assists. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He is amazing and super fun to watch. I'm very excited to watch this game. Elmarco Jackson is going to be fun to watch. He's another really good facilitator, which surprised me how good of a facilitator he was, because coming out of high school, you see this athletic freak. He's going to be a beast scoring, but he's an awesome facilitator. And I just really like this Kansas team. On Kentucky's side, like I said, they do have really good rebounding guards and forwards that could help them in this game not get too out of hand. But if Kentucky is going to stay in this game and have a chance to win this game, it is going to start with their defense, and is going to also it's going to be with their defense, and it's also going to be with making three-point shots, because I mentioned Trey Mitchell before. Not only a good rebounding forward, but a three-point shooting power forward. If they can stretch him out, shoot a lot of threes, and make a lot of threes, along with good defense, getting some transition baskets with their really good athletic freshmen, I think Kentucky will be able to stay in this game and might have a chance to win the game by the end of it. But I really like Kansas in this one, especially that rebounding factor. I think they dominate in that area tomorrow night. I got Kansas winning 79-67. All right, game number 2, and this one, as you can see, I think is going to be a lot closer of a game. And this one, betting-wise, I'm staying away from it. The spread right now, it favors Duke by 2.5 points. I'm staying away from this one. If I were to make a pick, I would probably just go straight up Michigan State plus 2.5, or straight up Michigan State money line, because I think this game is a very 50-50 type game. Both these teams already took a loss early in the season. Duke to Arizona, definitely a much better of a loss than Michigan State's loss to James Madison. You could say for sure, but still, both teams lost, and both teams have the pressure to get a win here and not fall to 1-2 on the season. So this is why I love this game right here so much, and I love the matchups in this game a ton. Cal Filipowski is going to be awesome in this game. I know for sure, but he's going up against freshman Xavier Booker and some of those Sissoko, some of those awesome bigs there on Michigan State, and they have good front court depth there for Sparty as well. So Tom Izzo, it's going to be very fun. I think this is all usually when Michigan State plays in these really hyped up like early in the season matchups against like other blue bloods. It's usually pretty low scoring, I feel like, and usually in the Champions Classic games they feel a little bit more low scoring as well than what we're expecting them to be, because I think a lot of we got to remember these are still college students playing basketball. They're going to be a little bit nervous. It's going to be on ESPN, national television. It is a big deal, and I feel like they got to get those early game jitters out, which usually causes it to be a lower scoring game. I'm not sure what the over-under is in this one, but maybe if I were to bet on this one, I might consider taking the under total points between both teams. But as you can see, I have Michigan State getting the win 66-65, and a slight upset. But like I said, I could see this one going either way. Both teams have some veteran guards. I mean, Duke's got Jeremy Roach, who at this point is definitely a veteran point guard there for Duke, and they also have Tyrese Proctor, who was a sophomore last year, played in March Madness, has some experience under his belt now, and is a super solid player. And then on Michigan State, you got AJ Hoggard, who is an awesome facilitator, awesome driver, and Tyson Walker. And I feel this game feels like it's going to come down to these two very experienced veteran point guards who have a history of being clutch down the stretch of big games, and that is Jeremy Roach and Tyson Walker. I feel like both those guys have a history of, hitting a mid-range jumper late in the game to help their teams get a win. And I could see this one going back and forth. It could come down to whoever has the ball last, which is why I say it's such a 50-50 game. And across the board, like, forwards, bigs, guard, like they just match up really, really well against each other. So this to me is a pick-em. If you guys were going to say that Duke is going to win this game, or you guys think that Duke's going to win this game, I really wouldn't push back on you too much that Michigan State's going to win, or even at all, because as you can see, I'm blatantly saying I don't know who is going to win this game. This is going to be a very back-and-forth battle. I just so happen to say I think that AJ Hoggard could get really going in this game, have a really amazing game, and Michigan State's length and defense could help them close it out late as well. So I'm going to say that Michigan State does win this game 66-65. Again, let me know who you guys think are going to win these two Champions Classic games down below in the comment section. We got a lot of content coming very soon to the channel, a lot coming out this week. We just posted the hot takes yesterday, so make sure you go in there and post your hot take on the community page if you guys want a chance to have your college basketball hot take in a video later this week. We're going to have our Power 35 rankings coming out here, and that soon is going to come out every single Monday morning. It should, and we're also going to have our first bracketology predictions coming out here later this week as well, and a bunch of other stuff going to be going on. So make sure you guys subscribe if you guys are new, and yeah guys, thank you so much for watching.